So what is that wig that you're putting on? Is it self-doubt? Is it imposter syndrome? Is it the need for perfection? Is it an actual wig? Is it the makeup? What is that thing that makes you not show up on days that you want to show up just because you don't have it? Because that is the stronghold. Take off your wig. Seriously, take off your wig. Take off that facade. Take off that fake you. Take off that imposter syndrome. Take it off. Take off that self-doubt and let the real you, let it shine forth. You see, when I started this new channel, I thought that there was a way that I had to show up on the internet in order to be accepted by people. And so I'll put on my wig. I'll comb it out. And every time I had new ideas on what to create, I could not press record simply because most of the time I didn't used to have my wig on. So I'd have to hold on to that thought, wait until I get home, until my kids fall asleep, and then start to record with my wig on. And so I was hiding everything. I was hiding my real face. I was hiding my real hair. I was hiding my real person. I didn't want my kids to even show up in my videos because I thought that they were interrupting my videos. But the truth is that a lot of times we have our wig on. We have that thing that is self-doubt. We have that imposter syndrome. We have that thing that is hindering us from being our own actual real self. We have that thing that is holding us back. We have that stronghold. You know, as Christians, sometimes when we hear strongholds, we think spirituality, we think demonic oppressions. But that stronghold may be your makeover. That stronghold may be your wig. That stronghold may be the imposter syndrome and that thing that is constantly telling you that you are not worth what you actually are worth. You see, there was a time I was appearing online on Instagram the way I appear like this. And someone called me one day and said, Toby, you need to put on your wig. You need to wear makeup. You need to show up looking nice and all of that. And I looked at myself. I'm like, but I look nice. Like, I look nice to myself. Why do I need to put on a wig to look nice? And so I started to put on the wig. I started to show up putting on my wig. But after every filming, after every recording, I knew that was not the real me. And so sometimes people, the noise, a lot of people may come to you and tell you, put on a different face. Don't show up like this. Show up in a different way. Cover the real you. Cover the actual person that is within you. Cover it and show up in a different way. Now, it doesn't mean they do not wish you well, because the person that told me that actually loves me and wish me well. And most of the time it comes from family members because they love you. They want you to show up looking a certain way, but that is not the real you. You're the only one who knows the real you, and you're the only one who knows how you need to show up as the real you. And so I yanked off the wig. I yanked off the wig never to return to it again. I yanked off the wig, and not only did I yank off the wig, I yanked off everything that is unnatural to me. I yanked off everything that doesn't come to me naturally. And that includes not including my kids in the things that I do. I am a mama bear. I love to include my kids in everything. And so I yanked that perfection off and decided that if my kids were crying in my videos, I will post it because this is my life, isn't it? And so I decided that I will film my videos wig off because I don't even like the wigs. Once I put on the wig, immediately I get somewhere. Let's say I wear the wig to church or something. Immediately I get into my car, I'm yanking it off. And so I decided I wasn't going to do it anymore. I don't want to wear the wigs except if I have to. And why do I even have to? So what is that wig that you're putting on? Is it self-doubt? Is it imposter syndrome? Is it the need for perfection? Is it an actual wig? Is it the makeup? What is that thing that makes you not show up on days that you want to show up just because you don't have it? Because that is the stronghold. It is holding you back because for every time you get the nudge in your heart, you get the nudge in your spirit to do something, to show up, that's one thing that holds you back. That is a stronghold. And so the stronghold is not a spiritual factor. The stronghold is now a self-imposed factor. A lot of time we self-impose stronghold upon ourselves and we don't see it. I want you to dare to show up without makeovers, right? I know you can say it's easy for me. I never wear makeovers. So it's easy for me to show up like this. Now, if you're that person that wear makeovers I want you to dare to take it off and show the actual you. I want you to dare to yank off that wig and show that beautiful soul that is within you. I want you to yank off that self-doubt and show up that relatable person that is within you. I want you to erase that perfection and show the fact that you're a mother. I want you to erase that perfection and show the fact that you're a mother of 3 living in a 2-bedroom apartment. And even though it's small, you're able to manage your space. How I missed that. I missed on the fact that I could have been able to teach people how to live minimalist lives as a family of 5 in a 2-bedroom apartment. I missed that. I missed that because I was thinking about the limitations rather than thinking of the blessings that I had at that point. And so I don't want that person to be you. I want you to take that off. I want you to start looking at yourself as good. Because the Bible says that when God created everything, he called it good. I want you to start looking at your hair as good. I want you to start looking at your face as good. There were times that I would even film without lip gloss on because that's just what I wanted. And then one day someone told me to put oil on my lips. It didn't change anything because I'm such a nonconformist. I like to go against the norms a lot of times. But at that point, I let it get to me and I started to put on my wig. 2 days ago, I couldn't find my comb. Guess what? I ruffled my hair and I went out like that. What relief. Now, I'm not asking you to show up looking untidy. I'm not asking you to show up looking careless. I'm not asking you to show up without preparing for anything. I'm just asking you to show up as your real self, not allowing these strongholds, this self-imposed strongholds hold you from the actualization of your dreams. Now, when you lay on your deathbed, what is that thing you will regret not doing? I want you to do it now. You know why? Because no one knows when they're going to leave Earth. So if there's something you will regret not doing for the rest of your life, now is the time to start doing it. Now is the time to start doing it. Because you do not want to regret. Are people telling you not to put yourself out there? Oh, don't put yourself out there. There are evil people around. No. No one is after you. The only person that is after you is you. Now, if there is one thing I ever regret in my life, it is listening to voices. Most of the time, like I said, these voices are the voices of people that actually do love you because they do not want you to get hurt. They don't want you in harm's way. And so around 2014, from 2014, I really wanted presence online. I really wanted to show myself online. Then there was no monetization for internet, right? But I just wanted it. And there was a lot of noise. There was a lot of voices telling me to stop it. And then I stopped it. And I put it in the back burner. And that is one thing I would always regret doing, listening to people. Because for someone like me, I am a naturally confident person. And I am a natural nonconformist. But that does not take away the fact that even the strongest person sometimes gets beaten down by some things. And that one really did beat me down. Because when I picked back up again, I always think about how much I would have gathered if I had disobeyed the voices. Now, I want you to look inward and I want you to ask yourself, what is that stronghold? What is that thing that is holding me back? What is that voice? What is that doubt? Self-doubt? What is that imposter syndrome? What is that negative self-talk? What is that makeover? To hell with it. What is that wig? It's not my hair anyway. So what if you have no hair? So what if you have no makeup? So what? So what if you're dark skinned? So what if you're light skinned? So what? Just show up as you. Just show up as you. And that's my encouragement for you today. Show up as you. Yank off that wig and show up as you. So at one point, I started to go through courses. And one of those courses was the mind of a creator. And that was when I realized that I am a creator. Like I could create stuff. Right? I was not normally an academic. I was just good at a lot of things. And that is one way you would identify if you're a creator. You're just naturally good with a lot of things. And so I decided that I'm going to run a 1-day workshop. called the Creator's Mindset. Now, I'm going to be charging just $50 for that weekend. It's just going to be a one weekend workshop, and it's going to last for maybe 3 hours. It is $50. And in this workshop, I'm going to train your mindset to go against the norm. I'm going to train your mindset to think big. I'm going to train your mindset to see yourself as who you actually are. I'm going to train your mindset to manifest that dream life that you wanted. It took me only 2 months of manifesting the dream life to move out of a 2-bedroom apartment to a house. Now, I'm encouraging you to join me. The link will be in the description box. Now, I hope you have an amazing day. My name is thetobyrich.